There comes a moment when life stops asking how you feel and starts asking what you are willing to do next. Not what you planned, not what you posted, not what you promised when you were excited and everything felt easy. What you are willing to do next, right now, with the energy you actually have in the situation you are actually standing in. That moment is where a stronger version of you is built. Most people think strength looks loud. They imagine huge wins, dramatic changes, big speeches, perfect confidence. But real strength is usually quieter than that. It is the person who takes the next step after a difficult conversation. It is the student who opens the book again after failing the first test. It is the athlete who returns to the basics when nobody is clapping. It is the worker who keeps improving when the results are slow. It is the person who gets hurt, feels the weight of it, and still refuses to become bitter. Strength is not pretending you are never tired. Strength is not acting like nothing affects you. Strength is learning how to move with pressure on your shoulders without letting that pressure choose your direction. You do not need a perfect life to build a strong one. You need a next move. A lot of people stay stuck because they wait until they feel powerful before they act. They wait for confidence to arrive before they apply, before they train, before they speak honestly, before they begin again. But confidence often comes after movement, not before it. You prove to yourself that you can handle things by handling something, even something small. One page, one workout, one honest apology, one cleaned space, one uncomfortable decision, 1 hour of focused effort, one boundary, one attempt. Small actions do not feel impressive when you are doing them, but they are how you teach your mind a new truth. I am not helpless here. That sentence can change everything. I am not helpless here. Maybe you cannot control the whole outcome. Maybe you cannot change what happened yesterday. Maybe you cannot force people to understand you, support you, or treat you with the care you hoped for. But you can choose the next action that protects your future. You can choose what you practice. You can choose the standard you return to. You can choose the attitude you bring into the room. You can choose what you feed your attention. And your attention is powerful. If you keep staring at everything that is missing, you will feel empty even while opportunities are in front of you. If you keep replaying the insult, the mistake, the rejection, the bad day, you will train your mind to live inside the wound. But if you gently pull your focus toward the next useful step, you start reclaiming your strength. This does not mean ignoring pain. Pain needs honesty. Recovery needs space. Some days you may need rest, support, or silence. But there is a difference between healing and hiding. Healing prepares you to return. Hiding convinces you that you never can. Do not let a hard season rename you. You are not lazy because you lost momentum. You are not weak because you got tired. You are not behind forever because one chapter took longer than expected. You are a human being in progress, and progress is not always clean. Sometimes it looks like discipline. Sometimes it looks like patience. Sometimes it looks like starting over without making a big announcement. The key is to keep a respectful relationship with yourself. Self-respect is not just feeling good about who you are, it is behaving in a way that your future self can trust. It is saying, I may be struggling, but I will not abandon myself. I may be disappointed, but I will not destroy my own path. I may be afraid, but I will not make fear the leader of my life. That is a powerful kind of ambition, not the kind that burns you out trying to impress everyone. The healthy kind, the kind that says, I want to grow because I value my life. I want to improve because I have been given time, talent, and choices, and I do not want to waste them sleeping through my own potential. So make it practical. Do not try to fix everything today. Pick one area where you have been avoiding responsibility. Your health, your focus, your finances, your relationships, your learning, your attitude, your environment. Pick one and ask a simple question. What is the next move that would make me proud tomorrow? Not the biggest move, not the move that impresses strangers, the move that builds trust. If your body needs care, take a walk, cook something better, stretch, drink water, show up for training at a level you can sustain. If your mind feels scattered, put the phone away for 20 minutes and finish one task. If your room is a reflection of your chaos, clear one surface. If you have been delaying a conversation, write the first honest sentence. If you have been doubting your ability, practice before you judge yourself. Momentum begins when you stop making the mountain your enemy and start taking the trail seriously. Every strong person you admire has had days when they did not feel strong. They kept going because they learned not to negotiate with every mood. Moods change, standards guide, feelings matter, but they do not always get the final vote. You can be tired and still be responsible, nervous and still be brave, uncertain and still be prepared, hurt and still be kind, under pressure and still be disciplined. That is not perfection. That is maturity. And maturity is one of the most underrated forms of strength. It is choosing not to make your bad day someone else's burden. It is choosing not to quit on a goal just because the beginning is awkward. It is choosing to do the simple things well, over and over, until your life slowly starts to reflect your effort. One day, you will look back and realize the turning point was not a dramatic event. It was a decision made in a quiet moment. A moment when nobody forced you, nobody rescued you, nobody applauded you. You simply decided to stop drifting. You decided to act like your life was worth effort. And it is. So today, choose one next move. Make it clear. Make it honest. Make it small enough to begin and meaningful enough to matter. Then do it with full attention. You do not have to feel fearless. You do not have to have every answer. You do not have to become a completely different person overnight. You just have to stop standing still in a place you know you are meant to grow beyond. Step forward with what you have. Build from where you are. Let each action become proof. Not someday. Not when everything is easier. Now. Choose the hard step. Take it. And let your future self meet you on the other side with respect.